Hello, YouTube. ZiggyNo back with Talking Sports Cards. Today is June 10th, 2022. Hope you guys are doing well. I thought I'd put some more dates in this so I can next year when I look back, I'll know what's going on. If you guys have followed my channel, I did this a few years ago. I started the channel off by doing these daily reports, giving you kind of a synopsis of what you've missed on YouTube, what's coming up. I do want to make a quick apology. Go GTS Live did not happen last night. They were off last night. They're back next week. We're going to go ahead and get into some cool content this week. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Also, if you're dropping content, if you're doing a live show, if something's coming up, let me know. A few things, announcements. I know because I'm Carlos is live tonight. Always like listening in. Although I've never been invited and he doesn't want me on his channel, it's okay. Tell him I said hi. I will be by. I dig listening to Carlos. I'm trying to think Friday night shows. There's always a lot of good content on Friday night. I'm trying to think what else. Dakota's not on. He normally does that drinking thing. Anyway, let's jump into the content and we'll get going here. Let me start real quickly by giving a shout out here to Brendan Ryan, 74. Who's put together these really cool little art cards on content creators. I love it. I have mine here and I used that yesterday in my thumbnail. I think I'm gonna use this for a while. I dig it. I think it's cool. But he's got, look at this, he's got Sports Card Radio. I don't know. I really like the artwork. I love the creativity. So I thought I'd bring some attention. And again, I really appreciate you putting that together for me and let me use that for my thumbnail. So if you haven't already, go over, subscribe, check out his Instagram. I believe he's gonna launch a YouTube channel. You hear more as things progress. I'll make sure I loop you guys in. Okay, real quickly, good video yesterday, and these are from a podcast Dr. Beckett does, and then he drops these off on the what's it called? In this little podcast, what I really like, this is Dr. Beckett talking to Rich Klein, and they both worked at Beckett together. Dr. Beckett goes into talking about how BGS decided to get into grading, and this is really interesting in my opinion. And I'm not going to ruin it for you. It's only a 14 minutes. It's definitely worth listening. But here's why I bring it up to. You think of all the new graders that are out today, the tag grading is using technology. It's just really interesting to get the perspective from Dr. Beckett of what they were doing. Like, for example, here's one example when he talks about, at the time, Beckett was known for putting together a price book. And he had a lot of guys in the field who were getting pricing information. When he started grading, several of those guys wanted to become graders, right? And he liked them for their skill set and pricing. He didn't want them to be grading, but he, of course, he wasn't going to stop them. But he talked about little things like that, just little things about taking Beckett from Beckett, the magazine, to Beckett, the grading. I have a video coming out on Beckett as well, so hang in there. But I really like this conversation. Just listening, getting the insights, always good to kind of learn from the OGs in the hobby. Next up, good conversation here from FD. If you guys don't follow FD, rolling with FD, do enjoy listening to shows. He has J Mike on here, and this is really cool. They talk about the passion of hobby. Maybe this is something I've been saying for a while. The money, this is where you can take, like, there's fun in the money, but when people are so focused on the money, it kind of takes the fun out of it, if that makes sense. And he makes some comments about this. And the conversation that I enjoyed was I'm talking about simply like, you'll talk to a breaker who doesn't even know who the players are, doesn't know the history of the game, doesn't know who the quarterback is. They're just simply there to flip the card, sell the card, do the break to make money. And that takes away from it. And I think it's J Mike who says, I think he calls it, it's not a hobby to him, it's obsession. Like, he wants to get into it. He enjoys that. And the money is a secondary. And I have to say, I agree with that. For me, I've always enjoyed the collecting, and the money was secondary. It came to help you collect more. It kind of fed that habit. That's what it, kind of did. Anyway, great conversation here. Really do enjoy it. Next up, big shout out, big fan of Reckless Cards. This is one of their longer videos they posted on YouTube with an interview with Manny. And Manny works with the Lucas Tigers and Bronze guys. So I learned a lot of stuff here. Learned how Manny reached out to Andrew and started working for them in July. He runs their Twitter and their Instagram. Got really just insight on how they see the hobby. They talked about content creation. It made me again think to myself, like, I definitely want to create content. I love creating content. But I don't create content with money being the goal, if that makes sense. Where I can see how, listening to Manny, he talks about Lucas Tigers and Bronze, and they are structured like a company, right? They're putting out content. Again, they're business focused, which again, I'm not knocking that. I applaud that, right? I've given them some grief because they are, have some questionable sponsorships, but hey, it is what it is. I just like learning, I guess, about their perspective. And I really, like I said, big fan of Reckless Cards. I have I sent a care package out to Reckless Cards today that they're going to be using to give away to kids. I'm super excited about that. I know several people ask all the time, Ziggy, you never show your cards, you don't show your collection. Probably not going to do that. Probably not going to show you my collection. I'm sorry, this is the way it is. But I will tell you is I give back, and the people who know me in the hobby know me, right? That's all I need to say is that, I let my actions speak for me, not my flashing cards up for you guys. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't mean that to be rude. Okay, next video up. First of all, let me say this, Jeff. I really believe you're doing this for clicks, right? Because Last week, you told us how we need more refractors and less sticker autos. And this week, you're saying, are card manufacturers failing and overprinting and delays? Yes. Yes. I don't even need to watch the video. You can stop right there. Here's the real question, Jeff. What are we doing to solve these problems, right? That's what I think is the real problem. We all can point out the problems, right? The overprinting, the trimming, whatever it might be. There's challenges in the hobby. What are the solutions? I really want us to work for solutions, and you have a great voice to do that. So I will say someday I'm gonna chase you down, probably catch you at the National or something like that, and I'm gonna ask you, what can we do more to make the hobby a better place? And there's not just you, Jeff, there's other content creators out there as well. But I would just say that, like simply, fraud, right? Making graders bring fraud data together, right? Having manufacturers not share print runs, but share pictures of the patches when they manufacture them, right? There's just so many things we could do, Jeff. Okay. AIH Sports. I watch this guy every day. Big fan of his stuff. I thought this was worth bringing to your attention because you're seeing more and more of this. This is the Logo Man, LeBron Logo Man hype. I think what's interesting about this is that, and you're going to see in a moment, the only person promoting this is really Golden. I mean, I'll give you an example. I'm in a chat with some sports card friends. These are some hardcore sports card guys. And I said, hey, what do you guys think about Logo Man? He goes, I hear it's going to go for 6 million. And I said, really? And I sent him a couple of videos. He goes, you're right. I don't know why I'd go for 6 million. I'm like, it's going to go for 6 million because you were told it's going to go for 6 million. Does that make sense? Like, no one really, when you look at it and you research it and you look at this card, you're like, yeah, that's not a $6 million card. But everybody's being told $6 million, $6 million. So you're going to love this part. AIH, keep it up, by the way. Check out this. This is Golden, right? Golden, how I just love to promote Golden. If you look at these clips, this is just somebody, greatest pull of all times, greatest pull of all times. Where is this from? It's not like it's from a magazine. Here's another one. Where's the other one here? Oh, where is it? Oh, that was it. Look at this one. Ultra rare LeBron James. Who's the source? Home is the source. I mean, this is comical. And then if you listen to this video, this 9-minute video, you got the 3 guys here from Jersey Shore talking about sports card. And I only say that because I've never heard of these guys. I don't know who any of them are. I think I saw one of the guys on the Jersey Shore. I could be totally wrong. I don't have my glasses on, but why are they even talking about this? Like, oh, this is the greatest. I've never like, this is the greatest pump job I've ever seen. Let me just say that. And I'll just say this. If I ever had a special card, the last place I'd want to take it is to Golden. I really mean that. And if you're going to do this, why don't you at least tell me you're giving like 20% of it to some kids charity or something like that. Make me at least feel bad about giving you grief about you. I don't know. It just, good luck. I can't wait to watch it. Again, if it hits 6 million, that's great. It just makes me realize the insanity. If it sells for 500,000, I'll just giggle. Next up, my buddy Rob, who's not my buddy, but I'd like to be his buddy, right? Rob, sports card therapist. I'm really excited to this video. You reached out across the aisle and you got John Newman. Now, John's probably the least controversial person outside, you could get. And I really like John. John's a great sports card representative. But I applaud this, Rob. It really is great to see you and John. Hey, John, if you can put a good word in for Rob, I'd love to come on his show. And Rob, I'm not just trying to get on your show, man. I'd love to have you on my show. I'm trying to open up your horizons and my horizons. We should get to talk, mingle. I know we have different backgrounds. I know you guys are from the Card Ladder family. That's the way I look. You're a spinoff of the Card Ladder. You have the coaching trees. You have these coaching trees and content creators. You have content creator trees, and Card Ladder's got a content creator tree. I'd even say Jeff has a content creator tree. Yeah, I can say I could spring off the content creator tree, and Neo's off the content creator tree, and you got this. Dustin's off there's the Gary V content creator tree, right? You had a whole bunch of like people off. Anyway, I digress. Last up, I do want to bring attention to my boy. I shouldn't say that. My buddy, my friend, Jeremy Lee. And I do mean that nicely, Jeremy. I was thinking about this. I was talking to somebody on Instagram and a couple other people about this. I've always been a fan of the technology grading. The fact that Jeremy's in on it is actually good. And the fact he's going to promote it, I'm going to help him promote it too. So Jeremy, I know we don't always see eye to eye on everything, but on this one, we do see eye to eye. I hope that tag does do well. I hope that this grading does take off. I'm skeptical. I think the timing's a little off. I think a few things need to happen, but we'll see. Hey, we'll see. I will tell you this. I'm working on a couple things. I'm working on my ethics series, which I'll probably drop a video this weekend, maybe this weekend. And then I'm also working on a Beckett video. But I really tell you, Beckett's in a unique position. I think with the new CEO, if Beckett can strike fast enough, they could really, really change the hobby. Like they have distribution, right? They've got the grading. So we'll talk more about that when I come up with my next video. Anyway, guys, I hate to digress. I've been babbling too long. Have a great day. Again, if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Probably drop some content on the weekend. I won't do the daily stuff on Saturdays and Sundays. Probably keep the daily talking sports cards on Monday through Friday, but we'll see.